We've just wrapped up at the Leading with AI conference by Charter. Honestly, it's one of the best conferences I've attended. In terms of content, I could have made a video about every session. But here I'm going to focus on a talk by Amjad, who's the CEO of Replit, and he talked about how agents are changing work. If you're new here, my name is Janet. I talk about AI, tech, and culture. So he started by setting the context. So November, December 2025 is when we really started to see things with agents, mostly because of the increasing AI capabilities. Claude 4.5, obviously 4.6 came thereafter. The first takeaway for me was when Amjad talked about the utility of coding. It is bigger than just code. It extends to a whole bunch of non-technical tasks. Of course, when people think about agentic stuff, coding is a natural place to go. You can kind of know when a task is done. But he just implored us to think about all of the broader capabilities of code outside of coding scenarios. Which brings me to my second point, that you can't talk about agents without thinking about the impact of that on humans and their work. Obviously, people are so anxious about their job security. If you have an agent that is doing work as good as a human being, what does that mean for the human being's role in that scenario? Amjad said that how they're thinking about it in Replit is about putting the human in the middle. So it's very much about bringing out that creativity. The fact that this technology allows you to do so much more. They can do things that they wouldn't have been able to do outside of their work. The blurring of roles. You have a product manager who can make marketing material. You have engineers who are having to become more fluent in the business because the agents have such a business impact and they just don't have that business intimacy. When he was asked about hiring, the role of managers, etc., he basically said that managers' roles are going to shift to being more of a coach. He says when he's hiring, he looks for people who are 10 times more productive with the use of AI. You would expect the CEO of Replit to say something like that. But he also said that we're going to see a shift towards more generalist roles. This thing keeps coming up. I don't actually feel like it's being reflected in practice. I think actually generalists are having quite a hard time landing roles, but a lot of people in this position keep saying that. So I'm just curious to hear from your perspective. Do you think that generalist roles are being prioritized and are being valued more and more? Or are we at the place where the job market is so stressy that the only people who are getting jobs are like people who've been in that job for like 10 to 15 years, plus they have the AI capabilities? Always curious to see your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.